You had one of those?
Well, I had the Echo. I have an Echo Park, but I played around with
The Echo Park's cool too, man. I mean,
yeah, I had one. Only thing I didn't like about it is you couldn't turn the effect off. You had to turn the volume. My version, I think they had some other versions that came out.
Mine was a tap delay, and then you have to really stomp on it to shut it off.
Okay, let's figure out how we're going to get a count going on in this section. Arbitrary amount of space here. Okay, so that's your thing. Now we
okay.
Now we got to count.
Effects.
Now we got to count, and it's 12 beats. So
That's
it's
real
3
cool.
bars.
Okay.
3 bars of 4.
I think it's good right there.
Yeah, I mean it's in time. I've got it all now in time.
Okay.
The receipt from when that thing comes
I'm
in.
just
Yeah.
like, wow. I'm just watching because like, quick.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Fucking Timmy Tim.
Yeah. You ever ran 3 heads? I seen it before. What's the point? I've
Yeah,
seen,
well, it's more density. You know,
Okay.
I would love to. There's this thing. There's a piece of gear that I hope to acquire sometime in the future, and it is Radial. Have you ever heard of the company Radial?
no.
They make pedals and DIs, and
Mhm.
but they're high end. It's
Okay.
kind of expensive stuff. Like they have a thing called the JDI. It's a great DI pedal, but it's like a $190 VI. You know,
Yeah.
but well, it's even more than that. Maybe $225 or something like that. They have this thing that is called the RD7, and it is you take the guitar and you plug it in, and it has 7 outputs. And you can change the down, how it loads the amp. You can
Yeah.
have phase reversal, you have ground lifts, you have all these things, and it's basically a line distributor.
Mhm.
And so you could hook up 7 amplifiers. Instead of going through like an AB box, you go into that thing, you hook it up, and then you actually can like
Tweak.
change like some voltage, how it feeds
Oh,
the
that's-
amps. And you can, and it's really cool. So you can have your Marshall, your Orange, your Mesa, you know, your
I'm
Vox.
like new to all this
You
stuff.
could throw all that shit in there, and then you could, you know, you can mute the mics, whichever ones you want,
That's too much.
and they just
to
always
do.
stay on, you know.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's the next level up. So what are we going to do though? Are we going to do the effect now, or why don't we wrap this one up and then go to the next one, or do you?
What is
It's 6 o'clock.
6. Sorry, we're already over time.
Can we do that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Come in fresh,
I'm gonna get the
clear head. You're going to get us straight,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get all this
we're
stuff
good.
in. Yeah.
and
We're
we're going
good
to come
for
in tomorrow.
today.
We're going to kick ass.
Yeah.
We got our tones right. We're cool with our tones. We're gonna
Yeah.
I love this
I like
guitar
that
tone.
sound.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
listen
try
down
it.
low.
If it doesn't
It's-
work in 2
Hey,
seconds.
it doesn't hurt us to try. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It doesn't hurt us to try, but let's not. We don't have
I'm
the
not gonna be
luxury of
dependent
spending
on
a
it.
lot of time on it.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
gonna be.
Yeah.
We'll dick with it for 5-10 minutes.
If we don't.
If
If we don't
Yeah.
beat it, let's
Yeah.
fucking. We
Yeah,
got a
just-
good
we'll just
tone.
move
It's
on.
working.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah.
The riffs are coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
It
you
sounds
see,
like now that I keep hearing, it, I'm like, wow. Because at first I was like, God, it's so. I don't know. Maybe it's because I.
well, it's hard to commit.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, man, they have this idea, and then, you know what I mean? We're really close to that. It's
Yeah.
not that, because I don't
So-
think they were using orange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what they were using, but
All kinds of crazy.
you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but still, I mean, I think we're in as far as stylistically,
Yeah.
That's the style.
we're in the ballpark, man.
Yeah.
And it sounds clear, and it's going to have your identity.
I like that because to me that sounds like CD quality, unlike what we're used to. Like.
And we
Yeah,
haven't
I
even
know.
touched the drums.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I
until
know.
we get these drums worked out.
It's like you hear in the
And-
background someone yelling on my pickup, turn the amp down too loud.
I know. That
Yeah,
was
it's
like
like,
way back in the.
okay.
No, dude, it's killing. We're
Yeah.
headed in the right, and our bass tone is
That's
hanging in there
crazy.
real good too,
Yeah.
man. So we'll get that fixed. We'll start with the bass tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alright,
Wrap
I'll have
up the tail
tracks.
end of that so we can get that off of our back. We'll get the
Vocals.
drums in, get the bass done. We'll continue with the guitars. We'll start. Let's come back to the effect.
Okay.
Because we may need to change our tone a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I
then
mean?
I'm gonna do that.
Let's knock
last.
out all of our general heavy
Yeah.
rhythm stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we'll go back and do any of our augment stuff that needs these special effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be the
better.
last thing we do
Yeah.
Alright.
before we move to vocals.
All right.
Yeah.
Sound like a
this
plan?
keyboard part, that's last two is augment.
Keyboards will be
Yeah.
after we get all this guitar shit and we get all these rentals off our back.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Cool. That works.
And we'll make it happen.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.